up, employers are forced to either reduce wages or lay people off, or a combination of both, which ultimately leads to the economy growing weaker, resulting in a self-perpetuating cycle that results in more deflation, which leads to more unemployment and even lower wages. One of the most famous examples of a deflationary economy is the Great Depression during the 1930s, which suffered the most extreme forms of all the things we just talked about: reduced trade, falling profits, lower wages, higher unemployment. It was not a pretty picture. So is that the fate that awaits the world of K-Bot now that there's no new Mora being printed? No, my friends, it is actually much worse. Because the truth is that Mora isn't actually like the real-world currencies that we're used to. And the differences make the situation that much more profit. See, the things that come to mind when we usually think about money, US dollars, British pounds, Japanese yen, etc., are examples of what's known in economic terms as fiat currency. When you think about it, a dollar doesn't really have any intrinsic value. It's useful because you can use it to buy stuff, but say you were trapped in the middle of a desert with nobody to buy from, all the money in the world wouldn't mean a thing to you. Fiat money only usually comes about through government regulation. After all, I could just start making mat bucks, coins with my little face on them, and go to stores trying to buy things with my mat bucks, but nobody would want to take those coins no matter how much I insisted that they actually should be worth what I'm trying to buy. Historically, the only way to get people to accept fiat money is by forcing them, hence the need for a central government to issue the coin and collect taxes in that same currency. Suddenly the government has said these things have a certain value. But the truth about Mora is that it's not a fiat currency like dollars or euros, it's an actual commodity, like crude oil or steel or salt. Going back to the game's flavor text descriptions, a loading screen tip tells us that, quote, Mora is a catalyst of sorts, in that it's a medium for physical transformation. That is why so many things can only be accomplished through the use of Mora. In other words, Mora can actually be used to do things. For example, anytime you sit down at the alchemy crafting